Whenever I design user interface for a specific product, I do my best to keep the UI simple as possible and practical. So I really focus on practicality of the user interface that I design. However, if I find the chance to add some motion graphics into my UI, I would definitely do that because I believe if we use the motion graphics in a proper way, it will support the users in their journey. So why not? Nowadays, there are different tools out there in the market that we can use to design and create our motion graphics, 2D or 3D, for example, like Rive or Spline. And then we can add even some interaction to our motion graphics. So we don't just have some static motion graphics, but some animations that are going to run and get triggered by specific action of the users. That's very cool. Integrating those interactive motion graphics within our web page is very easy. We can use, for example, Spline or Rive to make our animation and motion graphic, and then we can integrate the result and embed it within our web page. If we use no coding web development tools such as Webflow or Framer, they already have some native solution which will help us to integrate these motion graphics directly into our website. Plus, we can also add some sort of interaction using the Webflow or Framer. But in this video, I'm going to show you how you can do the same thing in the Figma site if you are a fan of Figma. I'm going to make one example in the Spline tool, and then we will embed that example in my web page in a Figma site. So if you want to know how it's going to work, get sure watch this video until then. But before we go further, don't forget to smash the subscribe button if you are new here, and if you haven't done yet, like this video and share the video with the other designers in your community. Plus, don't forget to share your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Now, without further ado, let's get started. This is the 3D model and motion graphic that also has an interaction, which I want to integrate within the Figma site and in the web page that I would like to have at the end. I'm not going to make this myself from scratch within the Spline tool. Therefore, I'm going to open the community of Spline tool, which you can find it with this link. Also, I'll leave the link in the description of this video. In the community, I'm going to scroll down a little bit and then find the animation or the 3D model that I would like to use in my project. In this case, I'm going to use this robot character, which has been done by Aximoris. I'm going to click on this item and open the detail page for this project. In top of the page, we can see the preview of the project. I'm going to scroll down a little bit and then click on the remix button right below the preview section. In this way, we're going to make a copy of that project in our own environment. That means that we can change the stuff within this design file. From the toolbar, I'm going to run the preview by clicking on the play button and check the animation one more time. We can close the preview by clicking on the cross button here. I would like to have the embedded version of this project. So I'm going to click on the export in the design panel in the right side. And here in this window, I'm going to click on the viewer. Here we have the link that we can embed into our website in the Figma site. However, if you don't want to have the watermark of the Spline tool logo on your work, you need to have paid license. There are other items in this setting menu which you can adjust them based on your needs. For now, I'm good with the settings, so I'm going to click on the copy embed. Now I have the things that I need here. Right now, I can get back to the Figma site and integrate what we have into my web page. However, as you can see, the original animation has this gray background and the text, which I don't want to have it. So I'm going to get back to the edit mode and then rotate the camera a little bit to be able to have access to the text. Let's select and delete this text layer. I'm going to click on the export button one more time and open the export setting window here. By the way, if you are worried about the performance of your website, you can run the test on your animation here in this window as well. I'm going to switch to the Play Setting tab on top, and here I would like to hide the background color, which you can see right now in this section. As I said before, here you can find a lot of other items in this setting window, which you can set up them in a way that you need. I'm going to get back to the Overview tab and click on Copy the Embedded. Now we can open the Figma site, create a blank site in my case. In first step, I would like to apply auto layout on the whole page. Therefore, I'm going to select the desktop version, and then from the right side in the design panel, I'm going to find the auto layout option and turn it on. This is not a very necessary thing. From menu bar in the left side, I'm going to click on this plus button And then I'm going to scroll down a little bit and find embeds. I'm going to click on that and then find URL or HTML embeds. So I'm going to add this item within my web page by dragging it into my design. I'm going to set the width of this element to fill the container. In this way, we will have it in the full screen. Top of the design panel, we will see this URL and HTML embeds options. I'm going to switch to HTML and copy the code that I brought from Spline tool. Now we can run the preview by clicking on the play button. However, you must realize that I added also one text layer behind this elements, which when I was editing this video, I realized that I lost the footages for that part. So unfortunately, I have to skip it. However, it was so easy, so I just add one normal text layer behind that element. Let's say our design is ready. So I would like to publish it as a normal website. I'm going to click on the publish in the left side and open the publish menu. Here I'm going to click on the publish button again. It's going to take a couple of seconds. And after that, we should get this link for our website, which we can click on it and open our website. And here is the result, what you can see in your web page in the browser. That was it for this video. Hope you learned something new, and if it was so, don't forget to support me by subscribing to my channel, like this video, and share it with the other designers in your community. Let's learn together and see you in the next video.